Hi everybody, thanks for joining us today. This is Ingrid Kerzinger with the Positive Impact Project. I'm here with Marco Oliver and Shannon Ogg, who are here to talk to us a little bit about their work. If you haven't seen their shows, they have a live feed also that is conversations with spiritual people. So you can go check out their show. You usually have it on your is it under Marco Oliver? You guys
combination
both
of both of our
on your Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we're going to talk to them a little bit about what they do and what makes them tick. And if you have any questions during the show, feel free to type in a question, or if it's after the fact, you can always send in a message and we'll see if we can get you answers. So thanks a lot, and thank you for being here today.
We're excited to be here. We were looking forward to do this.
It's a double feature.
We're used to like.
Oh, okay, hold on. Contain. We're guests.
There's some energy in here, as you can tell. Some good energy. So tell us a little bit about what you do right now, as far as work goes.
You want to go first? I'll let you go first.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. Well, my journey started. I was in the military several years ago. Let's say that. And in 1995, I had an experience, a near-life experience, which turned on the switch. And I don't want to say awakened me, but I remembered. And because I don't like using that term too much about being awakened, because it's all about remembering and remembering and remembering. So I've been on this journey for over 25 years. I've tried, I have done some amazing and met some amazing things. I've been with the Dalai Lama, I've been with some shamans and things, and I have worked with angels. And so we do, for my personal, I do angelic Reiki, do Sui Reiki, I do many types of forms of Reiki. If you want a Reiki, I probably have it. Over the years, I've done it. Different types of healing modalities. But my specialty that I really work with is, I call it spirit walking. And I am a medium. I do see, feel, hear, taste, and feel all that stuff. But I call it spirit walking. And what that is if you come to see me, or I can do it on the phone, the room becomes you. Everything in this room becomes a part of you. And it tells me a story about you. And as I'm walking with you and your soul, your spirit, I can see where there has been experiences in your life. And then we get to sit, and it's like we bring out, I will ask it to come and sit at my fire. Come and sit with us. So I can sit with you together, and we can resolve it, and find that peace within you, and then we bring it all back into your physical, so that you're really in this most beautiful place, because you're not broke. Some place it just sits there and you don't remember. Wait a minute. I call it being domesticated. We get domesticated and forget that, we're just love, and we're this eternal being that's here on this earthly plane having this beautiful experience. Yeah. I know I can go on and on, but
That's wonderful.
It's like that. What is that? What did we just get told? You should promote yourself.
Yes, that's what she said. No one can promote you but you, right?
But I do readings. I do talk to people on the other side, and I love doing that. I love doing it all. I love being of service to people, and sometimes it does. I have to remember to take time for myself.
That's the thing we forget sometimes.
Definitely.
Being in this type of work, we always of service,
like
give, and I'm like, oh yeah, what about me?
Wonderful.
And so Marco has become, we become a team. He's not my partner. He has a husband.
Sometimes people are like, we're partners. They're like, oh, I'm like, no, we're work partners. I'm married. I'm spoken for already.
And we always make that joke. We make a joke, and we're very open and honest with each other. And we're it's like, wait, this is what I need, and then he'll say, okay, this is what. So Marco helps me because I have dyslexia, and so he helps me with a lot of the writing and things, and so it really frees me up, because like what we were talking before is like, you ask the question, the information comes through, and so Marco will walk around with the
Recorder, like,
recorder.
or questions. I'm like,
Hey,
okay,
Shannon,
what
And
do you
I
well,
see-
what does Spirit talk about
I
that?
see dyslexia as, people who are right side up, and because everything is mirrored here, it's backwards in the third dimension, that dyslexic people are actually the ones that are in line. So everything looks backwards to them. So I just
Oh,
see
I
you being
love
totally
that.
in line with
See,
spirits.
it's a different way of perceiving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's true. I do see everything in a different. I always say,
Sounds like
wait,
it.
I'm really good at light language. Are you?
I love that. Hey, Fernando says hi.
Hi,
Favorite
Fernando.
spiritual people all together. Fernando
Yes.
is a psychic medium in Houston.
Yes,
So
we
he's
know.
wonderful.
We just saw him the other day.
Yes.
Great. He's fabulous.
Mhm.
All right, and how about you? You want to share what you do?
Yes, I do a little bit of everything, just like him. But primarily, right now, I do angelic Reiki. I am doing a certification to teach yoga. I'm very about movement and energy. For me, my background comes through dance. That was the way I was able to connect with my higher self and find myself, my divinity. I used to be very introverted and shy, and I was scared to speak.
You've come a long way then. Look at you.
Yeah, and people are like, really, you?
We don't
I'm like,
believe it.
come
I
on.
don't think we believe
People
it.
don't believe it. They really don't.
I got my boots on, right?
Yes. But I love the arts because through the arts I was able to express my soul and find myself, and now I want to share others, empower others through whether it's writing or Reiki or dance or self-expression. That's what spirit is. We're here to express and be ourselves. No one can be you but you. So that's like one of the things I live by, just be you, express you,
That's right.
live genuinely,
I love that. And there's so many different ways to express yourself that I think it's wonderful for people to explore all aspects, take a million different classes and find out what really sings to your soul. So that's great. I love that whole aspect of dance and movement. So tell us a little bit about, I guess, you just shared a little bit about how you got into this. How about you? How did you kind of get into this line of work?
I think for me personally, I've kind of always done it like solitaire and kind of like a discoverer. I would just research and discover things. I would try to communicate with people and they wouldn't perceive it, so I kind of just kept it to myself. For me, I guess I talk to plants, rocks, imaginary little creatures in nature, and I was just very, very, I still am very imaginative. I'm able to see things and kind of like spirit walking, like with dancing. When I dance, it's like I enter another world. It's another dimension, and I'm able to feel and be in this whole scenery through the dance. Like the dance will, it'll flow and it'll tell a story.
Wow, that's really awesome. So you just felt like it was your calling. I guess you just kind of always were into it. It wasn't just one day you woke up and said, "Hey, I'm going to do this." It was kind of just a progression.
It's who we are,
Yeah.
You discover who you are and you express that and you live by it.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful. So tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing moving forward, or like from here on out. Do you have projects coming up, new things that you want to share?
We always have new things.
Yes.
We're at the Edgar Casey Center, or the Edgar Casey Center, and we're starting to expand outwards. We actually booked our first outside of the Edgar Casey Center workshop, and we're going to be booking more. We're actually looking for some places down here in your area too.
Great.
But we're be still. They're like, no,
Wait,
say this.
Fernando said spirituality is not a title, it's a state of being. Tell
That's
them
right.
how's it done, experts.
Just be.
Maybe that's
So
what's
funny.
so. Well, if you want to go to our projects, and then we can come back to that because I can really go into that whole process.
I had to see what you were saying there.
So we have projects, and every third Wednesday of the month we do conversations with spiritual people, and that is like an open forum for people to come and ask their questions. And in that space, me, Marco, and there's several other spiritual people that are in there that if you ask a question, maybe you can get it from different perspectives so that you can understand it in a broader way. So we created that. We teach angelic Reiki, but one of our biggest things that we're really going to start working with is doing bilingual classes.
Oh, great.
Teaching things in
Great.
English and Spanish.
We need more of that, definitely. I don't think there's anything like that that I know of.
A little bit here and there,
Yeah.
but you gotta find it. A lot of people have been showing up in our world asking for these things. I've even had people ask, do you know where somebody teaches yoga but in Spanish so I can understand the terms and what you're talking about? I'm like,
Great.
well, we'll create that for you. It'll come
So
soon.
he's going to go become
I've been doing everything in pidgin English, so they're lucky to find, actual English somewhere, let alone
Right.
other languages. But
so we're putting that into play. We're gonna offer more of that, or either pure Spanish or bilingual or English. I am working on my español.
¿Está practicando?
Sí.
Muy bueno.
So that we can offer more, at least that I can understand what's happening and what's going on. But we travel a lot. We're going to be traveling, and we have other things that are coming. I mean, they've told us we're going to be really doing a lot of engagements where we're teaching in certain ways, and especially the spirit walking too. That's another one of our big things, the angelic Reiki. We're going to do some Sui Reiki, but we're going to teach other classes like how to work with your angels in modern times, and what does that look like, and how to connect with loved ones, and how to be a part of this third dimensional reality but not be of it. Is one of the bigger things that's happening right now, because we have so many people that are just, that are not knowing what to do. They're just standing there like, okay, what do we do next?
well, and control ego is the opposite of that God energy, the intuitive side. So you can't be holding on tight to something and be open to that channeling.
right.
So they just don't fit in the same space. So it's really about helping people to let go of that control, I think, right now.
Oh, absolutely.
So that they can actually open to receive.
Well, they've been teaching me that a little more every day about.
Some Spanish on there.
Oh,
yeah,
español.
that's Mary.
Hola Mari, ayudaría mucho en la comunidad. Oh, she helps a lot. She's
Wonderful.
one of our community members. She does a lot of the Spanish stuff as well.
Great. Thanks for tuning in.
So as far as projects, we're going to be putting out a lot of projects that is going to be happening. Actually, I was sharing, maybe we're going to do a radio show. We're putting that into play. Many different things that are available. We took over the
LGBT Houston Spirituality Group.
Oh, great!
Meetup.
On Meetup, wonderful.
Yeah. So we're gonna have that available to people.
Do you do anything like the Montrose Center down there?
We're
I've
actually
done some classes there. It's great.
Thank
Great.
you.
confirmation.
That's
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
confirmation that keeps popping.
I just saw that. I
Yeah,
saw
we-
you guys in that
Thank
room.
you.
So.
I went on Monday to take. Every Monday they have free yoga at 6 o'clock. They offer a lot
They
of
have
really
a lot
neat
of
classes.
stuff. Yeah.
So we're definitely thinking of teaming up with them. There's a lot of people that we want to team up so we can all collectively grow and expand. Yes, of course.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
For you.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Well, I would say one thing that has been a huge blessing for this show, and I have to say, this show came about because 5 a.m. one morning, my angel Hope woke me up, and she's like, "Guess what you're doing?" And I'm like,
What does that do?
"No, I'm not doing that. No."
No.
Yes, you are. So by 10 a.m. that morning, I had scheduled 2 months worth of people on my show. I don't know how it happened. I really don't. I wasn't quite awake. I was halfway through my coffee when it all happened. But I did find that in doing this, I have met the people, the players in this community that, I mean, a lot of them I've known about, like you guys, but I feel like I have learned so much, and that there's a cohesion that honestly, you know, that you think about, you know, let's say Catholics, how they have priests and they all take care of each other, right? They have churches all over the world and they take care of each other. One thing that our metaphysical community throughout the world doesn't really have is that kind of structure or that kind of cohesion. So we all are kind of almost in, it feels like competition to each other when it's not really that way, because whoever's drawn to you is drawn to you. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Exactly.
There's a place for all of us, just like, you know, all the other spiritual people in the world and different religions and stuff, they have a place. And we have a place. And I guess what I'm saying is, what I found through this is, man, you know, we all need to get together and create a structure that's much bigger than us.
My vision for us is community unity, as you know, what we do. Because like you said, there is a lot of diversity, but segregation, like groups.
Yeah.
And I would love to see more community, you know.
And there's
team
power in
up.
that.
Yes.
For people that come to my groups or any events that I do, I always allow time at the end for you to say, oh, I'm this, and
know,
this
to
is what
promote
I'm
each
doing.
other.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the only person in this world, and you know, I might see it from a different point of view, and you might can support somebody in a different way, or you might have something that another key to their journey, and so I'm so open for supporting others. You know, really supporting. You know,
I
and
love that.
I don't ask anything in return, because if I'm expecting something in return, then
It closes that off.
Yeah.
I
too.
lose, yeah.
You either open the door, or if you crack it, that's how much can come in. You know what I mean?
That's
but
right.
if you open it wide, that's how much can go either way.
Right.
So I think it's wonderful that we're all just, you know, getting together and having these conversations.
Yes, I love to have conversations, because that's where, you know, in shamanism and in the Native American way, you come in and you have a conversation, you tell the stories, and you become in the community together, and that's where the healing comes in. That's where everybody gets to be heard and gotten. And that's what we lack a lot as in human, is to be heard and gotten, so that what you need is met and my needs are met. So everybody is taken care of. And that's when you have that conversation, they're trying to channel it through me. I'm telling them, no, they're not going to do that.
You're like, not yet. Hold on.
We have more to say. We have more to say.
Hold on.
They always have something to say.
My busybodies. I tell them, behave.
Does that work?
Well, I want to share this, because I'm going to put this out. Me and Marco, we've been trying to hold back a lot, and we don't talk about it much. And my team, and you may feel them walk in, because I am going to tap into them. I work with a team of plasma beings, and that's all I know how to express it. They are from the inner earth. They were here before us, and they got the wisdom of how to become ascended or higher consciousness already. And part of the work that's going to be coming out that I'm going to be doing, that Marco helps me, and he's got some really incredible stuff that's came through of understanding, and Marco gets to witness how in me, because they really expand my heart space and really reconnect the heart energy back into the earth in such a way that's not been before. You know, we see a lot of diamond light work or the diamond energy work, but we forgot the heart, really to make that infinite heart energy.
I can see that otherworldly energy, you know, behind your eyes. I could see that it was outerworldly, like.
Right.
And you have more of the nature spirit energy.
He's
definitely, yeah.
So
It's
Marco
like earth comes up. I can see like the earth roots even coming up through you.
Marco is actually, he didn't say it, he is actually a certified fairyologist.
Oh, that's
Through
awesome.
Dorian Virtue.
Yes, yes.
He does
I know,
fairy
Dorian Virtue's
readings.
amazing.
He does, he was one of her first
One of the
class.
first groups
Great.
to get
Yes.
certified.
Wonderful. Was that here, or did she come to this area?
No, it's an online course.
Okay,
Yeah, so you
yeah,
go
she's
online.
She's amazing. I've used some of her stuff for years.
Yes.
Her
And
CDs
so
are
he can do fairy readings.
wonderful.
Really good.
Love it.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, it's been a great pleasure to get to work with him and Christian. Like I was telling you earlier, Christian he's got a 9 to 5, but he's doing his path. He's doing more of his work. But getting to work with them, and because Marco will come in the room, because my work you normally don't work alone. So that I always know where to come back to or how to be in that space. It's been fun to watch him grow and to really expand and look at him in a different way, because his remembering, and he's always had it. He just keeps remembering every day.
Yeah.
He keeps remembering.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, okay, guys, why are we doing it? Okay, this is why we're having this experience for him.
I love that, and I do find that when people work together, that it's almost like we help each other remember. You know, that we can say something, or you can see it in the other person's eyes, something about yourself. You know, we're all just big old mirrors anyway. But
Yes, yes.
So
and you're like, wait, I see something.
But you know, when you understand that, even if they're watching, whoever's watching this right now, because the energy would train, because there is no, how do you say, distance or time.
There's no disconnect.
It's all together, and whatever my level of, or how do you say, whoever's the highest level, or this person that can hold the highest level and can hold it without going down, hold it here. Everybody that watches will be trained to that, can receive that energy at that level.
And we've got it like burning up in here.
Yeah.
My face is hot. It's like a bonfire.
And we can go a little higher, but my guys are going, no.
We're trying
it's
to
okay.
stay on Earth.
That's why I keep telling them, no, guys.
They can see us like disappear all of a sudden.
Like,
Where'd they go? Live.
There's just a blank couch.
Astral travel. Oh my God.
But you know, in our spirit world, in our reality and how we operate, it's not what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with what I'm saying. We can sit here all day and just look at each other.
It makes me laugh.
But that's what we do all the time. We're just laughing.
The tickle bug again. Ah, I love
because
it.
it's the love. It's that place of just being in pure expression of who it is. And I call it the dance. And I always love to share this story. I always love to share the story because I had this dream, and in the dream, there was this person came in the dream and asked me to dance. And I'm like, okay, I'll dance with him. I'll dance. Okay. And so I'm all dressed up, and they're all dressed up, and I'm dancing. It becomes very awkward, just so awkward. And I was like, oh, I had to back up, because it was like, whoa, this was very awkward. There was everything against everything, and like, oh my God, I did. And the person, like, what's wrong? I was like, oh, it just feels so awkward and uncomfortable. And he just looks at me and he says, just love me the way you can. And let me love you the way I can.
It's beautiful.
And I got it. I mean, I really got it inside of me, because that person was representing God. And God just stands there and waits for us. And it becomes awkward. A lot of times our ego gets in there and starts dancing with God. And the God of your understanding, whatever your understanding, let me put that out. And when we allow ourselves just to love God the way we can, and let God love us the way God can, miracles happen. Because as soon as we did that, the dance started playing, and the music and the lights and the orchestra and everything started playing. It was like, wow, where did all of this come from?
That made me think about that too. How, I mean, we are all one, but we're separated for that very reason,
Right.
so that we can understand and learn that better.
Yeah.
But it is that, at least for me, so many clients that I have are so focused on everyone else, so focused on the outside of themselves.
Right.
And oftentimes get in relationships where all they're doing is living off the love the other person is giving them, because they are doing whatever that person wants. So it's easy for them to want them and love them because they are, I'll be whoever you want, and one day wake up going, well, I didn't really want this person. It was the fact that I was just being who they wanted me to be. Again, being too focused. But I see that as soon as we start focusing the energy inward and start just focusing on how we express that love, that everything around us changes. I mean, it's like an overwhelming sense of love, that connect, and you have that connection with God at that point.
It's like, for me, and I've really been going through this, and this whole, like I say, they're really helping me understand a lot of things about the heart and how the heart works. And when you take nothing from someone, and how does it go? When I'm not expecting anything, or they're not pulling on me, and I'm not pulling on them, I'm not pulling their energy in any direction, and you could just be with that person and be in that place, that's a state of love. But at the moment I go, here, I want to be responsible for you, things start happening, and it becomes really icky. But you're only responsible for you. So in that place that we're dancing, and we take it in the spirit world and ourselves, and we'll do it to ourselves, because ego self wants something, soul self wants something, and when you start going, wait, I can just be with you without needing anything from you. I could just be at peace with you. That is where you really step into that whole nirvana, the bliss, that tickle you keep feeling. that state, the happiness, because it is. It's just a state of just you.
And to just sit in that, just enjoy it, to enjoy this internal moment that we have.
This is the moment.
Yeah, there is nothing else but this moment, so why not? I've talked to people who, what they talk about is the past. They'll talk about something else, and I'll think, but what's happening right now? What's happening right now? You're not experiencing that right now, so you should be happy.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, why are you in fear or pain or suffering? You're just sitting in the chair.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Nothing's taking place.
Nobody's doing anything to you right now. And it's these things that cause suffering. The fact that we continue to experience something that is not actually happening. Those are just illusions. So if you can just take a moment to focus right now on the chair you're sitting in and just feel that love and that happiness that you feel right now, that can turn into an eternal moment. It'll last forever.
Yes, it is.
Every moment can be that way.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry I talked more than you guys. But is there anything else you want to share as far as what you're doing? Or
well, we're doing just
a lot of teaching.
Great.
We need to. That's the most important thing, and I love doing it. I love to teach. I do like doing private sessions, but I love to teach people and then watch them get it.
That's the best part.
Oh yes,
to watch them get it, and especially like teaching the angelic Reiki, because people don't like to feel or experience. And in that class, we teach you how to feel, to get into your feeling body, to feel your angel, and how does it work, and how it moves, and how it dances with you, because we push away our angels and the masters and the cosmic beings a lot of times because, I don't want to feel, because a lot of people don't want to. But in the class, we teach people how to feel it.
And again, when they think about feeling, they're associating it with something that's not happening right now.
That's right.
But if you're in the moment doing that energy work, it's like trust me, you're going to feel something really good. So there's a lot going on around here all of a sudden. They're all being attracted to it.
Yes.
So you guys teach, I guess you're going to be teaching in different areas of Houston and different, are you going out of the city too, or?
Yes, we're going to plan on doing Austin. That's going to be coming up. We're trying to get all that put into place. We also go to Colorado and teach. we would like to go other places. We're willing to travel wherever to
I'm
go.
gonna take you guys to California.
I'm
Let's
ready.
go.
Great
Let's
places
go.
there for that.
Let's go. I'm originally from California.
Where?
We're ready.
From San Diego.
Oh, okay. I lived there for a little while, but I'm from the San Francisco area. So it's
I
really
want to
beautiful.
go there. I haven't been there. It's my goal to go to San Francisco.
That's where I had the whole, like, started doing this work. So there's so many people that this is normal.
The energy, they're open.
When I came to Texas, I was like, but isn't this normal? They're like, no, this is weird and scary. So
Woo woo.
I was like, guess what? Not anymore.
We're coming out of the closet.
I started Houston Psychic Circle on Meetup back in 2009. And as far as I saw, there weren't really any other psychic spiritual groups quite like that. And I did it to find my people. And what happened was a lot of students showed up. A lot of people started asking me questions, and that's when I realized I need to teach.
Right.
So that kind of spread, but I still, ever since then, I'm like the last unicorn looking for all the other unicorns. You know what I mean? Like, still looking for it. That's like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were going to do that.
But it
I,
was
you know what I mean?
Confirmation again. Unicorns are our things.
That's what, all growing up, I had posters of them and statues
Unicorn
of them.
pops up all over the time.
That's my favorite thing. I have more fairy stuff now.
For my
but-
Christmas present, he brought me a unicorn.
My little
stocking.
pony, she has like beautiful rainbow hair. I'm like,
I love little ponies. So. Well, thank you guys so much for being on today.
Thank you so
I think we could probably do this for a couple hours, but
Oh yeah.
I'm going to probably just save for another time.
Well, people can find us. I have a website. It's called thewizardofog.com.
Hard to forget that.
Or you can find us on Meetup at Conversations with Spiritual People 4444.
44. Yeah, 4 4s.
Great. Very angelic.
So you can find us there, and for information, you can look on those.
And then we have 2 groups on Facebook. We have Spiritual Journey and Conversations with Spiritual People. And we have a newsletter. So if you go to either of those groups, you can sign up to the newsletter. And it has all the events, all the classes and workshops that we'll be doing
Okay.
in
great.
the near future.
Great. Fernando put wizardofog.com.
Yeah.
Remind everybody. Thank you. You've been a lot of help today, Fernando. So I guess thanks again for you guys coming on. And what I would love to do is check back with you in the future and maybe do it again and see where you're at and the new things that you have going on.
Oh, we're going to have
we
so
can
many,
see
a lot of things.
what's going on. Because I know that you're transitioning to other facilities right now.
Yeah.
And that you're probably going to have a whole new thing going on.
Yeah, and we have a lot of people wanting us to come to their place, and we're having to go, okay, Spirit, light it up.
Yeah, let us know.
Go ahead and do it. If you want me to do it, you got to do it.
You have to light which ones are the ones that you want to ahead.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And it's really fun to be in that place because it's just a spirit walk. And as we walk through this time, just walk one step at a time.
Exactly. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Blessings, everyone.
Gracias, Mary, for tuning in too. And if you guys have any questions that you have for them, you can always send them in and we'll get see if we can get some answers. Otherwise, I hope to see you next time on the Positive Impact Project. Thank you all for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.